The third joint economic development district between Geneva and Harpersfield Township has been created with the goal to extend sewer lines from the city to Interstate 90 in Harpersfield. Very quickly, an Appalachian Regional Commission grant of $100,000 was announced toward the cost of the sewer extension. A ceremony with many public officials was held Tuesday, July 22nd, behind the McDonald's on Route 534 in Harpersfield. A new hotel is expected to be built behind the restaurant, with a new restaurant coming to the north and yet another restaurant in front. Besides state and federal officials, those attending included Geneva City Manager Jim Pearson, Assistant City Manager Jennifer Brown, Harpersfield Trustees Ed Demshar, Jim Pristoff, and Cliff Henry, Geneva Sewer Plant Superintendent Gary Heidinger, and Fire Chief Doug Starkey.
Our proposal would be to develop a hotel right where we're standing, to develop a full-service restaurant to the north of the hotel.
Between here and the truck stop?
Correct.
Okay.
We would have green space in between the restaurant, and then to develop a Starbucks, a Panera Bread, or something up front. So there's actually going to be 3 sites.
And do you have any idea what the hotel's going to be in the restaurant?
Until the hotel gets built, it's up. What we would like is something that somebody can come and have, a hamburger and a beer or something like that, as opposed to a fast food atmosphere.
Okay.
So the proposal would be for 86 units of a hotel here, a full-service restaurant next door to us, and another facility up front, which could be a Starbucks, could be a Panera Bread, could be something of that nature with green space in between.
Okay. And this is all will be accomplished because of the sewers that are coming through?
That would be correct, yes.
They wouldn't be able to do it without them.
Actually, the hotel could probably be built using the old Orchard line. None of the other development would exist without this sewer line. And the fact that the sewer line's coming in gives us a whole lot more confidence in putting the hotel here, because that line may be taxed or overtaxed. So,
my 25 years as a prosecutor, I know and understand JEDDs very clearly. And unfortunately, sometimes there's a territorialism between townships and cities and villages. Here it's nice to see Harpersfield and Geneva get together not once, not twice, but 3 times now, and put together a JEDD that shows what great teamwork it is, because that type of infrastructure development, it's key to America, because not only does America have a D grade in their infrastructure at this point, but when you do things like this, for the $1 billion that you spend on infrastructure, you retain or create 35,000 jobs. Plus, you have the residual effect of having this, in this instance, a sewer project that will allow more businesses to come here, and hotels, and allow this place to develop even more so. So it requires a lot of forethought. I'm proud to be here as part of a team, and I always applaud people working together as a team.
We want to thank all the businesses and property owners that supported the JEDD. We've got the great majority of the businesses that signed the petitions, and so we're looking forward to working with them. And this is just the beginning for this area. Thank you very much.
The relationship with Harpersfield goes back many, many years now. This would be actually our 3rd Joint Economic Development District. Spire sits in one, and some of the manufacturing on the south side of 90. It's just been a great partnership that we've worked. Not only do we cooperate with the JEDDs, but we have the corridor study, and it's just a wonderful place for people to come and visit and enjoy what we have. And this opportunity that we have with this sanitary sewer running north into the corporate limits will open up a lot of property for development, create jobs, and support our local economy. So we do very much appreciate the ARC, the many agencies that have started to help us fund this. So.
We were able to come to ARC about a year ago. I know Jennifer Brown approached me and said, hey, we've got this sewer project that we would like to have put in, and how do I get through the process? And as you know, applying for federal grants is never easy. So she was very diligent. Thank you, Jennifer, in doing that. I know we worked very closely together, and she was great about getting everything we needed to make this project successful.
The message is not so much that the creation of the JED, but it's the cooperation that goes on between these communities. You know, my first experience as a county commissioner was the corridor study, and that's 7 communities coming together and planning the future of this corridor. And with the partnership with the state of Ohio, our state representative, state senator, we were able to accomplish that corridor study, which sets a course for the future. So I really think that's important. I really think that the city of Geneva, Harpersfield really gets it as far as partnerships and working together. And I just want to congratulate everybody on behalf of the board for your hard work in putting this together.
The infrastructure, critically important for economic development, is one of those things. It's absolutely essential. And with this, how many times have we said we can capture more money here, more development, if we have the right infrastructure? It's going to happen. You're a shining star. You're lifting the whole boat. So I applaud you, and it's just great to be here on this very historical day.
Infrastructure, sewer in particular, is one of the most critical components to economic development that we have. And so to be able to see and to be committed to and not be territorial about the necessity to come together to be able to make that kind of infrastructure a reality, to not only create jobs but to attract investment, I think you are showing that you are a role model for the rest of the county and certainly northeastern Ohio.
But the whole idea behind the Governor's Office of Appalachia is to advocate for us, to advocate for you and I. I grew up in Belmont County, lived in Jefferson County, moved to Columbiana County, and currently live in Mahoning County. I moved recently. Is that I'm a child of Appalachia, like many of you are. And we are trying to compete not only on the state level, but on the world level. And our job is to invest our dollars, your dollars, in our region to raise us up, to lift us up, to give us an opportunity to go out and compete in the world. Whether that's in education, whether that's in healthcare, whether that's an issue probably up here that's very important, which is tourism and economic development, manufacturing, across a broad spectrum of ideas. But we need to compete in all those areas.
I read your mind. Yeah.
Count of 3, 1, 2, 3.
Everybody look this way next time.
The only thing is, well, I'm gonna have squinty eyes.
I know, exactly.